What's up, people? Uh, Today's date is what the heck? What's going on here? Oh, what the hell? How did that move? I keep that up there. What's up, people? Uh, today's today's date is 8/6/2020, 1:21 p.m. It's been going bad for me, real bad. But today I sent an email, and somebody got to explain this to me because I don't understand a damn thing. I sent an email today to my wife's attorney, David, whatever, my wife's attorney for the divorce. And it was funny how he also admitted to me about something that I said, but she tried to claim that she left stuff at the house, but she didn't. And it's a shame that everybody's trying to violate my First Amendment rights of freedom of speech when I have not threatened no one or anything of that nature. But I see how the state of Minnesota is, where men in the state of Minnesota have less rights than a woman, which is really bad. In the state of Minnesota, men has less rights, really no rights. In other words, women have more rights than us men. And all the woman has to say is, I'm terrified, I'm afraid, and the courts go for it. Courts go for that. But it's really unfair. But anyway, so I gave him an offer, and my offer, so we wouldn't go through this crazy trial stuff, which I will not keep out of the trial for the divorce, because, like I told him, I don't care what she tell you. I'm telling you what happened when she got sick in Minnesota. That's when I found out that she has HIV/AIDS. So your client is lying to you. Your client's lying to you when she said that she didn't take everything out of the house. She took everything out of the house. She cleaned the house out within 3 hours. She cleaned the whole house out, upstairs out, and he tells me that, well, she don't want to do this. She don't want to do spouting the maintenance. But I gave him an offer, and the offer was the same as when we talked to Terry, $650. And he says to me that she don't want to pay it. She don't want to make a settlement or nothing. So I turned around. I'm like, well, that's kind of really, unfair, where she wants to drag this into court and stuff, because I should have the right in divorce court why this divorce is happening. Behind her abuse towards me, assaults towards me, endangering my life. Even then, I stayed with her to try to deal with the marriage for her to take, we both agreed, how about marriage counsel? Let's see where it's going to go. And if it says that we don't need to be together, then fine. We go our separate ways, So I wasn't surprised, like I told him, that she doesn't want to work the marriage out. I was not surprised at that. Why would a woman want to work a marriage out when she already got somebody else to the side? See, so us men really got to understand this. There's always a reason why women do this to us men. You see, I was supposed to be so violent, but yet when she was out there sleeping around, I didn't do nothing to her. I just asked her why. When she was out drinking, crashed the car, I fixed the car, got the car fixed. Didn't argue with her, nothing. Just got the car fixed, When she calls me up drunk, in January. Well, I'm drunk, I'm smoking weed, I'm gonna, right now I feel good. I feel like driving around. Maybe I'll hit someone with the car. Where you at? Motel 8 near the job. This is how you get here. Told me how to get there and everything. So I went there, grabbed the Chevy. I'm supposed to be such a bad husband, a terrible man, where I stood by my wife from her cheating, her adultery, her lying, her assaults, her abuse towards me. But I stood in there because, and a lot of people, I know they ask women, why did you stay in an abusive marriage? I stayed in there because I truly loved my wife. I was deeply in love with my wife. Deeply in love with her. But what put the nail in the coffin is when she had beat the heck out of me in January. She beat me bad in January. So I let her attorney know that, But she got to take care of those medical bills. We wouldn't have those medical bills if she didn't attack me in January. So the main thing, though, what gets me now is that I think she's going to be right again because she already made false reports on me and stuff, And I told the attorney, did you get my fax? Yeah, I got your fax. You got my email? Because when I try to email it to you, that's why I had to fax it to you, is that your email comes up failure, So I want to let you know I touch grounds with you, man. And it sounds like he doesn't want to go through all of this here. He preferred to have her settled so we don't, just on the emergency maintenance, spouse maintenance, So anyway, I said, dude, you know how much your client, my wife, is making. She's past that bracket now. She's making now, she became a district manager, so she's making $145,000 now. But we can't let the courts know that, huh? All y'all did was y'all lied to the courts by doing just from January, February, March, and April. But no, her salary is $145,000 a year now. So she's pocketing $3,000 or something, or $4,000 or something in the account now every 2 weeks. Okay. So we both know what's going on, but are you going to tell the judge that? Well, I already put my motion in, what she's making and everything else, but you lied to the courts. That's my main issue. You lied to the judge. You lied to the courts. Y'all have committed perjury, and this is what I'm telling them. Got it on recording. This is what I'm telling them. You lied to the courts. You committed perjury to the courts for my wife. You know what my wife is making. If you got it, the bank statements and everything, you know what she's making. So come on. Well, I'll just let the courts know is what I put in, is what I thought for my client. No. We're not having that, man. She makes now $145,000 a year. That's what she makes. She has a company car. So why does she need the Chevy? Why does she doesn't want to pay me my money? She took my Chevy from me, but she's taking care of all of the marital debt. What debt? The only thing that she did is made the car payments for June and July. That's the only thing that she ever did. So what marital debt that she took care of? Come on, counsel. What marital debt that she took care of? I got collection agencies after me for the medical bills that she caused me when she beat the hell out of me in January. Police report was made, but yet nobody took anything to the DA's office for her to be charged. Why is that? Because this is a racist, discriminated state against men. That's why. That's why. And I think it also goes by your nationality too. I think it also goes by your nationality out here in Minnesota too. So that's 100% true right there. That's 1,000% true. So it goes by your nationality out here. Okay. Now, I'm so terrified, she says. She's so terrified. When did all of this start? You see? When did all of this start? Because I bust you, did not touch you, walked out of the house, drove around, You took everything out of the house on May 7th. 3.5 hours, you cleaned the whole house out, took all your stuff, cut up my pictures of me and you together. So where did this all of a sudden, this terrified come from? You know, and this is what these women do, is to use that as an excuse and also as a lie. You see, that's the funny thing, but yet we got an old saying. We got an old saying. Start where the fire starts from. Smell the smoke. You know, let's put it like that. Some of y'all people don't understand what I'm saying, but the truth will come out. You know, the truth will come out, because I'll let the judge know, yeah, I facts on this. You know, she doesn't want to agree to nothing, which is very unfair, you know. So I guess I won't agree. So let's see what the courts do, you know. Let's see what the courts do. You know, I got these bills, I got these collection agencies coming after me, you know. My phone is about to get turned off, which I can't afford that to happen. My internet's about to get cut off because of her. We had all this stuff when we was married. You know, TV's about to get cut off. You know, so electric's about to get cut off. You know, so it's funny how some women are really dogs in the state of Minnesota. They really are. They really are, you know. I think I got a cool judge. I just got to apologize to the courts when I got upset that day. I think the judge is pretty cool. I don't know yet, you know, but I heard good things about the judge, and the judge is very fair, you know. That's one thing that I've heard from a lot of people about the judge. The judge is very fair. So that means that's a good judge, you know. And I was told that, oh no, if an attorney lies to the judge, that judge gets hot. That judge gets really, really hot, you know, really hot. And I hope so, you know. But it's funny because I called Terry and I told Terry, you know, what he was saying and stuff. And he's like, what? He says, yeah, no, she moved everything out on the 7th. You called me at 12:22 a.m. in the morning. I said, yeah, you know, yeah, she moved everything out on the 7th, you know. Well, no, I moved everything out on the 8th. But no, she moved everything out on the 7th, cleaned out the bank account, checking account completely, withdrawed everything, you know. And she tells the attorney, I didn't withdraw nothing. No, I got the bank statements and everything, you know. So that proves where she took everything out, you know. And like I told the attorney, I don't give a damn what she's doing with other men. That's none of my business. Or woman, I don't care, you know. And he asked me, do you think this marriage could be salvaged? Yes, I believe that if she does only 4 things. So he asked me, what was that? Stop drinking when she's taking her medication. Stop drinking, period. Stop smoking weed, okay? And stop lending our car out to people. Other than that, she's cool. All of this just started in November when she was going out with Barney's ex-wife. All of this started in November. Started drinking, started smoking weed again, driving drunk. All of this started in November 2019. Matter of fact, it was November 15th, 2019. Spent the night over there for the weekend, drunk, you know. All of this started November, you know, so. And then he says, you going to bring witnesses? I got witnesses that's going to be in court. I got witnesses that's going to be in court for the assaults that she did to me, you know, where they took pictures and stuff and everything. So, yes, you know. And then he goes, well, we're not talking about a criminal case. No, we are talking about not only just that, but the abuse that's in divorce court, about abuse. That's one thing I could bring up is the abuse that she has done to me in divorce court. The assaults, I can bring that up. Well, I don't think you could bring that up. No. I should have that right. This is why I'm getting a divorce from her abuse and her assaults and her committing perjury, falsified a legal document. I should be able to have a right to bring that up in divorce court. I should have that right. If a woman could bring it up, a man should be able to bring it up. You know, I should have that right to bring up the abuse, how she never told me she had HIV until she got sick out here in Minnesota. So I should have that right. I should have that right because I want that on record. I should have that right. And that I will, don't want to get no judge upset, but I will fight for that right there for it to be in record. That I will do, that I will do, but I don't like when you see, I get upset when people lie on me and lie to me. You see, especially when I have done nothing wrong, but when you lie to the courts, I want to see just how the courts is going to handle this. I really do, because, your client makes $145,000 a year now. All right. And you submitted January, February, March, and April payroll thing. Okay, pay stub. But you did not go through it May, June, July, and August, you see. So if she wants to take this to trial, we'll go all the way through trial for this here. And it's no mistake, because what you wrote down to the courts is what you wrote down to the courts. And it's not about, well, my client didn't tell me this and not. No. We ain't going for that. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. I got you smack down. The way you was recording my conversation, I was recording yours. Got you smack down. Hook, line, and sinker. So no, we're not having that. We're not having to backtrack and say your client never told you this, never told you. No, we're not having that. We're not having that, And I always figured that, because I heard so much about you, that you would tell your client, don't lie to me or I won't take your case. But yet, I don't understand. If my wife is so broke, how is she paying your attorney fees? That's $3,500. It goes from $3,500 to $45,000. See, that's what I don't understand. She's so broke, No. Made the deal, gave an offer. You said no. Okay, she said no. Fine and dandy. So let the judge deal with this here, for this emergency funding, because I need that $650 to keep a roof over my head, my lights on, and everything else, and then let's deal with this in trial. That's what we do. That's what we do. But let's get one thing clear here, people. What upsets me more than anything is how she lied on me, how she intentionally tried to get my life taken from me. Now I have to fight a court case, which I will fight. You see, which I will fight. Okay. Haven't violated no restraining order, haven't violated no laws, haven't contacted her, nothing. I don't care what her new woman said, her new man says, don't care about that. None of my business. It's none of my business. What I care about is what she has done to me, put me through from the assaults, intentionally giving me AIDS. This is what I'm fighting now. So if any woman or man out there think that it's right for your woman or your man not to tell you that you're HIV positive for all of those years until you find out when that person gets sick, that's the dirtiest thing in the world to do to a human being, besides setting them up. That's the dirtiest thing to do. And, and like I told her attorney, I said, yeah, well, she had the deputy take my wallet and my car keys. She was standing right out there. So the deputy strung and robbed me with my wife being the accomplice. I didn't see my wallet or nothing until after I got to the hospital. Credit cards were gone. Everything was gone out of my wallet. She took everything. Cash. I had $200 cash. Got the bank statement where I took it out that day, that same evening, to pay Friday for the next Friday, which was going to be Thursday for the card that I had work done on it. So she took everything. They took everything. All I know is by law, by rules and regulations, of law enforcement, if you are locking a suspect up, you lock that suspect up with their property. You put their property down in front of you. You go through their wallet. You put it back in their pocket, or you put it in a plastic bag and you seal it. And you take that property with that individual. You don't go away from that individual with that property and pass it out. That is robbery, strong arm robbery with a deputy with a badge, and my wife was the accomplice. That's what that is. That's what that is. Because I didn't get my property. I didn't see my wallet till after I was in the hospital. See, so then when I was released, my wallet was empty. Everything was gone out of it. Credit cards, bank cards, medical cards for our prescriptions, for our dental, medical insurance, all of that was gone. All of that was gone. Never saw it again. All of that was gone. They took everything. She took everything. She or him, whoever. But he was responsible for my property. He was responsible. He had no right to give anything to my wife. Had no right. Had no right. Had no right to investigate the situation. Had no right. Had no right to jump the gun to accuse me of something I've never done. And if they would have examined me, they would have saw her scratches on the side of my neck right here, back here, and they would have saw my top of my forehead that was red, and her hand mark across my face. And when she stopped my good leg, they would have saw all of those wounds. But no. No. So we'll deal with that in trial. We'll deal with that on this domestic violence case. Because that's what I'm going to deal with. You see, that's what I'm going to deal with, because there's a lot of questions that's going to have to be asked in front of that judge. You know, if it goes that far, it's going to be a lot. Why she's not in jail? Why the report was not sent to the DA's office for her to be filed charges for domestic violence on this man? She assaulted this man, scratched this man. Here's the bloody evidence and everything else. Why she was not charged? Because I'm a man? So you violated the discrimination. You violated against me, victims' rights. You discriminated against me. Violation of the color law. Wow. Because she's a woman, I have no rights when she attacks me. Violated the act of domestic violence law. She attacked me. She beat me down. Not once, twice. For the year 2000. Twice. Not once, twice. So no. But see y'all in court, you know, and let's see what the judge says, you know, about your perjury to the courts and everything. You know, I'm not going to help you with your case against me. That I'm not going to do. You know, I'm going to, you know, let the judge deal with this here, that you and my wife has committed perjury to the courts, you know. And I hope she throws the hammer down, whatever you call it, the mallet down. I really do, because y'all lied to the courts, you know. Y'all lied to the courts tremendously about finance. Y'all completely lied about everything. Everything. And, you know, it's so funny. You hear about an attorney that's supposed to be so, quote, don't tolerate that when their clients lie, but yet you push the lie out there with my wife. That's weird. That's weird. Well, we go Monday. Monday's court. You know, Monday's court, and I won't have no electricity or nothing until I think the 29th, 28th. No TV, no phone, but at least I got my cell. That's been my number for years, man. You know. Peace out. Peace out.